This girl ruined her relationship over one dinner. Basically, the story goes that the boyfriend told her that he'd planned something special for her second date. So this is a pretty new relationship, and pretty much the boyfriend said that he'd take her outside to eat. Now, instead of actually taking her outside to eat, he thought it would be more thoughtful to actually cook for her at home. Now, upon hearing this and seeing the actual meal, she had the following meltdown.
So y'all tell me what's so bad about me deciding to cook a home-cooked meal for my girl?
No, everything
She's
is bad
okay.
about this. Just someone said, because it's our second day.
So what?
I expected you to take me to the Capitol Grill.
And we will go to the Capitol Grill.
When?
On another day. We went out last.
Keep his word. I have more. Rich should take me out and do more for
I'm
you
keeping my word.
No, you're
You
not
haven't
keeping
even.
your word.
You haven't
no,
even.
You're not.
You don't even know that yet.
No, listen. You see this?
I see it. It's amazing.
It looks amazing.
It looks amazing.
It looks black, brown, crusty, dusty.
Alright, so she wanted him to take her to Capitol Grill, which is like this fine dining place and steakhouse. Now, Twitter is arguing a lot about this. Basically, some people are saying that she kind of expected to go outside and she was let down, so it's justified to get this mad about it, because he technically did lie to her and didn't take her outside. Now, personally, I do have the opposite opinion here. I think cooking for someone obviously requires much more effort than just going outside and buying them something. I feel like it's the more thoughtful thing to do, and it shows that the guy actually cares more about the relationship. And if someone gets this mad over you slightly changing plans for a date night, I don't think it's gonna be a good relationship.
Looks black, brown, crusty, dusty.
Not to mention, she literally insults the food you made without even taking a single bite. Now that's just messed up. Like, you can take a bite, and if you don't like the food, sure, you can call it trash or whatever, but without even tasting it, just saying that I refuse to eat it, that's really messed up.
It looks like you just want something to complain about to me.
It's not that I want something to complain about, but I expect you to stick by your word.
I am sticking by my word.
This is our second date.
Exactly. So how do you know?
We're going to the Capitol Grill, and we're not going.
How do you know that though?
Because I'm here. What do you mean? No. Okay.
Yeah.
I appreciate the effort of you cooking,
right.
But I wanted to go out with you. I want to have
fun.
And
we will, but I wanted to cook for you. I want to show you that. I want to show you versatility. It's easy for me to take you out.
This is too. No.
Alright, this might be a little controversial video because a lot of times in these situations I just give out my opinion and somehow it turns out the entire internet is like the opposite of my opinion. Apparently a lot of Twitter people just think otherwise, but I think this is just so ungrateful. Be happy that somebody actually cooked for you. I feel like this is some entitled bullshit. And people are making such a big deal out of this, like this isn't their marriage anniversary, this is literally the second date and the guy changed plans a little bit. They're still eating steak. Like, okay, he changed plans, that's not cool. Obviously, he should have told you. But to literally scream at someone who took the time to cook for you on this date night, like, I don't think that's a good attitude to have at all.
Yes, it's easy for me to take you out.
Okay, it's easy for
it takes a lot more thought to cook for somebody, right? That's all I'm saying.
I do not want this. You hear me? I don't want this. I expected more from you. And that's that. Like, come on.
So you wait until I cook up this meal just for you to decide that you don't...
I didn't even know you was coming.
I told you we were coming in my house. What did you think?
That we're going to the Capitol Grill.
And like, we will go there eventually. But tonight you're at David's house eating my dinner.
So that means what? You do not keep your word, right?
I do keep my word.
You do not keep your word.
Alright, so this is quickly devolving into a pointless couple argument. But I think this is a blessing in disguise, honestly. Kind of outed your girlfriend. Like, if you cook for your girlfriend and she reacts like this, I mean, that's just a sign from the Lord that she belongs to the streets. No gratitude, no thank you for the meal, nothing, no appreciation. This is just bottom feeder behavior. You're acting like a whiny toddler who's mad that their mom didn't take them to McDonald's. He literally even said that he'll take you out later on another date night, so why are you getting so mad? Just eat the goddamn steak for now. Also, I hate this omega manipulation here, like, oh, you don't stand by your word, you're not a man. Shut the hell up. Like, what does that have to do with anything? This is a little, like, white lie that he made that he wanted to probably surprise you. Keeping your word is not for tiny shit like this. It's for, like, more serious matters. Like, hey, honey, are you gonna be back at 8 p.m. to take care of the kids and put them to bed? And then if you flake on that, then you're a horrible person and then you're not keeping your word. But for tiny shit like this, taking you to a specific restaurant, like, shut the hell up. He's not your goddamn butler, and if you're gonna let this ruin your relationship, it definitely wasn't a strong relationship in the first place. Imagine the place is goddamn closed and you just have to eat at home.
If I didn't keep my word, if I didn't keep my word, how did I cook you?
If you don't have it, just say you don't have it.
I absolutely have it.
Actually tell me and have me expect maybe, okay, I don't have it, I'm gonna cook something cute for her, she might like it, No, but you had to come over here expecting we're going somewhere, and we're not actually going. I don't like that. I don't. I can have do more for me than what you want to eat.
Okay, so before we move on to the rest of the clip where they pretty much end up breaking up, let's take a look at some Twitter responses. We got this delusional mother flipper saying, her points are valid though. Her delivery wasn't great, that's for sure, but it's messed up to trick someone into coming over with the intention that you're going out. You feel played and manipulated. I'd be upset too if I spend hours getting ready with the intent that I'm going out just to sit in your house on the second date. If we say we going out, then I want to go out. Let me know ahead of time if plans change. Communication. Sure, there should be communication, but saying that you're getting played and manipulated is ridiculous. Nobody asked you to spend 2.5 hours getting ready to go for a fucking meal. Just because you spend your entire life trying to look pretty doesn't mean the world owes you things. These flippin' entitled ass people, 6,000 likes. Am I just brain dead here? Are people just brought up with this immense sense of entitlement? If it's such a problem, just go out yourself. Holy shit, who's stopping you? Dude actually tries to surprise you with a home-cooked meal and you say it's manipulation. You know what manipulation actually is? Calling someone a liar repeatedly for a extremely little white lie and saying that they can't keep their word, implying that they're not a man. That's some goddamn manipulation. It's not about him cooking for her. She probably would have appreciated it had that been the intention from the beginning. It's about him lying to her to get her over his place, telling her that they're going to the Capitol Grill, which she obviously is very excited for, when the whole time that wasn't even the plan and it's only their second date. She barely knows the man. All right, well, I guess don't put any thought into anything anymore. It's just gonna be misconstrued like this. When did people get like this, man? If someone cooked for me, I would spend my entire life telling them how much I love them. And I do that. My mom cooks for me and I tell her every day I love her. Because, you know, there's another thing that she taught me that was never taught to any of these people. It's called gratitude. I'm declaring it. We are the generation of fucking losers.
No.
Well, guess what? Guess what?
No,
You're with me right now, okay?
I'm with you right now.
Yes, we are on a date right now.
Exactly.
They didn't make the cut,
right
and I
now,
did.
Right? I'm with you right
They
now.
must have not did something right.
To me.
I didn't lie to you about anything.
Yes, you did.
No, I didn't.
You told me we was going to the Capitol Grill.
And we will go to the Capitol Grill, but I decided to cook for you this time.
I need you to stick by your word.
I do.
You're not.
I always stick by my word.
No, you're not. No, you are not.
You were just over here complaining. You haven't even had one bite of this food.
I don't want to have
You haven't even taken one bite out of it.
Oh my god, just take a goddamn bite. Holy shit, I would never, ever cook for you again if you act like this. Imagine someone actually taking time out of their day to cook for you, you know, which is not an easy task. Some people don't even know how to cook and they gotta search it up and plan it for you. And you refuse to even take a single bite? This is the exact type of bullshit attitude that drives away a good partner. You can only think the girl is in the right if you are equally entitled and you expect things to just be given to you and you don't really realize the sacrifices other people make for you. In the future, you should actually plan all the dates. And you know, in fact, you pay for all the meals as well. Then you'll kind of see how the shoe's on the other foot.
Wow.
I expected more.
You shouldn't be expecting stuff so early on.
You shouldn't be lying to me so early.
I didn't lie.
You shouldn't be lying to me so early.
I didn't lie about anything.
I'm here for a reason, right?
This is the second date.
I'm here for a reason, right? I'm here for a reason,
yeah,
right?
because you want to be
here.
here.
I expected to go to the Capitol, the grill, okay? I want to go out. I want to stay in, okay? You should have told me that. You should communicate.
I communicated
like
with you.
Men too, like these guys
Exactly.
don't communicate. Y'all want to say that y'all have so much, y'all don't. I can really have to pull up and take me where I need to go for real.
Why don't you go with them then?
Okay.
Why don't you go with them?
Now this is the appropriate response for the guy. If you don't want to respect the fact that he actually cooked for you and you have 0 words of gratitude and you're just complaining like a little bitch, get the hell out. You can just go there by yourself. And according to the guy, you had like a group of guys lining up for you or something, and she apparently chose him out of those guys. And now that the relationship isn't working out, she's gonna go back to those groups. Brother, I have a verse from the Bible for you.
She belongs to the streets.
Since they are so much better than me, then why don't you go with them?
Better. It's about them keeping the stack and you keeping the 0.
I kept it.
That's what it
This
is.
is my house. I own this house. Okay.
You own this house?
Yes, I own this house.
Congratulations.
Yes, thank you. And I decided
to own a house. You can keep your word too.
I absolutely can.
Like you signed the lease, the mortgage. You can.
You are ungrateful. You are ungrateful.
I'm not ungrateful.
You're ungrateful.
You are a liar.
You are ungrateful. I ain't lie about nothing. You're ungrateful.
I love the absolute immense guilt tripping here. Like, yes, technically it was a lie, but it ain't a serious lie. This is what you call a little white lie. It's kind of like when you guys asked me my credit card number and I'm like 911. It's not that deep. And maybe, as I said before, he thought it was going to be like a surprised and you'd actually be happy by this. The fact that he actually took time to cook a meal for you. Get your own goddamn food, plan your own goddamn dates, and pay for your own goddamn food. Then you learn what gratitude is.
You're false. You probably is.
Forget it. Just,
Okay.
you know what? Yeah, just forget it. Just give me my food back. Yeah, give me my food back. I will cook it for another woman. That she'll be appreciative. Because you know what? You ain't the woman for me.
Right. I'm gonna have to think on
Yeah. You do that. You do that.
Absolutely legendary response right there. Take your food back and give it to someone who actually deserves it. Get yourself someone who appreciates you for the effort you put into a relationship. Anyways, let me know what you guys thought. Click this video or McDonald's runs out of nuggies.